two young men here that have a big hand in this state playoffs and taking Bonita Vista High School to a state playoffs, state championships right now. We are lucky to have their D coordinator Phil Lomax.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. D line coach Mike Trollinger.
Yeah, buddy.
And Mike looks like he can still play. I am listening to that guy when he tells me to swim, read a rec or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Man, Phil, great job,
bro?
man.
How you doing, man?
Oh, good, my brother. Yeah. Tell me how it feels, man, to take this program from the ashes to the state.
It feels good. First of all, man, I'm going to come here every week if you're going to call me young man. I appreciate that. It feels great, man. These community, these kids have really been great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've accepted us and our style of football, our philosophy.
Right.
So it feels good to know that what you do works and that the kids will buy into it. It's great, man.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
So you guys toil, in total anonymity out there in Mira Mesa, you and Thompson. Thompson, I mean, like I told him when he was here that I always felt he deserved a head coaching job, So you guys go over here and can you just describe some of the things you guys do to change the program, the mindset of these kids?
Yeah, when I first, being at Mira Mesa for 6 or 7 years, I always felt like Chris Thompson was the best coach nobody knew about.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times he did so many things behind the scenes. People outside of coaching circles didn't know, but just the one family, one purpose mindset that we brought with us, taking that in and getting the kids to buy into that, taking the one game at a time mentality, one down, one to go. That's the way we try to approach it.
Mm-hmm.
The kids, it was a transition because the teams were not bad.
Mm-hmm.
They had good football teams even when we got there, but they kind of operated in a mindset, a losing mindset.
Right.
That it's a habit, just like winning. It can become a habit. And they were in there just kind of, even when we were in games, ready to win games, they'd be waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for something bad to happen.
Right.
So getting them away from that mentality and feeling like, hey, we can win, we can get over the top of these teams. That was the biggest change, just getting that mindset change.
Right. And now, tell me about, like, you're at practice and then you see, you just get there and you got a guy like Greg Bell and Atoa and all those guys, like, you're thinking, like, what the hell? What's going on here? Like,
Yeah. Mira Mesa, we always were blessed with a ton of talent.
Yeah.
We always had a lot of guys. And now Bonita, from what little bit I knew of them before I got there, is that they always had some, pretty good defensive players and some big hogs up front, but never the influx of skill talent.
Mm-hmm.
So, we had some pieces there already. And then obviously Greg transferred in, and then we got Quentin Harrison had transferred in.
Wow.
He was at a small school.
Yeah.
They went to an 8-man program. He was already living in the Bonita boundary. And, it changes changes a little bit the complexion of your team. I mean, absolutely. Greg Bell.
Yeah.
I
mean, wow.
Phenomenal athlete. Phenomenal.
Look, Quentin, this guy, I was watching the Mission Bay game. He quietly gets behind them DBs, man.
I don't understand. Like, I don't know what people are watching, but film they're looking at. Because this kid is phenomenal. I mean, he's long. He's physical. He has great burst. He can high point the ball. He competes at the ball as good as any of them. He'll be playing at the next level for sure. But you look at some of these DBs and teams continue to leave them out there on an island with them, and we just continue to exploit them. They don't need to change anything.
So as Coach was saying, the transition you guys made from the type of team you were back then to the type of team that you are now, did you guys like completely change the program around? Or did was it just new kids that came in? I mean, what was the whole mentality as a coaching staff to get the kids to really just flip the switch?
Yeah, we brought in we did have to bring in a different mentality because they definitely had a culture of losing. There was a mentality that we can't win when it counts.
Right.
So we did change a lot of that. One thing we did do, and that Coach Thompson, really made a priority, was trying to hold on to some of the important things from the past to keep a connection to the history of Bonita.
Right. Yeah.
So the kids and the community still felt connected. But, new offense, new defense, new methods to practicing, new attitude about work ethic, what it took to win. We had to kind of bring in a culture that told them, this is whatever you've been doing, we got to double that. how much work you've been putting in. We need twice that from you because you're more than capable, but are you willing to do the work? So that was the biggest thing we brought in was just, ramping up what we expected out of them and, what you expect out of the coaching staff. Because if you're going to expect them to come out and work hard for you, you damn sure better be working hard for them. So
exactly. I coach Trollinger, D-line coach. I coach D-line and O-line as well. And you're looking for a certain type of guy, right?
Yeah.
Describe your D-line.
You got to have that little nastiness, that little attitude, but at the same time, you got to be able to control it, funnel it in the right situation. You got some monsters up front that they'll play their butts off.
Yeah.
Or it starts on defense.
Yeah. We're not real big up front, but boy, my three guys are nasty. Mike, those three guys we line up.
Mike,
nasty.
go ahead and give him some props. Who are the three guys you got up there?
You got Molly Faloma up front, Gabe Melhorn, and Daniel Kemp.
Right.
These guys are doing great. All league. Molly got a second team on CIF.
Right.
So we're starting to get looked at.
And they're getting pressure on his quarterbacks, and they're doing their thing. Now, Coach, give me your philosophy on defense. What do you guys?
Well, I have a blended philosophy, really. Being at Mirror Mason for a long time, we were a stack team.
Mm-hmm.
Running a lot of triple stack. I was kind of 50 before that.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris is kind of, I want to be able to create pressure with 4 and drop everybody else. I worked with Mel Galley for a couple seasons. Mel's going to send everybody. Right?
Yeah.
Which is kind of more the way. If Chris wasn't around, that probably would be me. We'd be 0, and I'd be sending the house. But he keeps me balancing things up a little bit. So we try to disguise our pressures, do some zone pressure stuff. We really want to be aggressive and have 11 hats to the ball. We fly around.
Mm-hmm.
Our philosophy is built on effort and execution more than scheme.
Mm-hmm.
If I get you lined up in the right spot, I just want you to fly around and get to the ball.
Okay. You had 3 guys on this all CIF team. Atoa, then you got your guy Moley, and Ethan. Tell us about Ethan. He's
DB. Physical. Probably I would say right now the most physical corner around the county. You got a young junior down there at Mater Dei that's pretty physical as well. But he's a big corner, physical. He plays slot for us too. He does a lot of man coverage stuff. Gets to the ball, but he is an absolute hitter, striker at the corner position. You can't run bubble out there. You can't block him with a receiver. Just you can forget about all that kind of stuff, and he can shut it down. And Moley, he's been phenomenal. He's got something like 21 tackles for loss now, 9 sacks. He's the first D lineman I saw that had came up with an absolute chance for to win the play of the week with that big stop he had 2 weeks ago. Just smoked that running back in the backfield. Through a double team, and then to hit him with that kind of force, still with 2 guys draped on you. He plays with a lot of heart and passion. That's one thing about all our kids, Toa, Moley, Ethan, and the rest of them too. They care. They care a lot about each other, man. They play hard for each other. So
that's the thing. Playing their hearts out on character. One of the games that really I seen it that you guys was against Helix.
Yeah.
I see you guys. They gave it all. That was that game was a tough game going into.
That's a different monster. Helix is a different monster.
Right.
Their front's very difficult for anybody to manage. And really, we could have been in that game early. We made some big. We let them break away on some plays that we had them boxed in.
Yeah.
So if we'd have contained those things, I think, we could have been in that game. We definitely defended the run better than any of the other teams they played. We held Stinson to probably his lowest yardage, total on the season. And we played the run hard, but we couldn't stop that D-line at all. And they definitely got out on some big plays on us. But they did. They battled hard.
They battled. I seen that. And I was really impressed at the way you guys play Helix.
Yeah, thank you. And those kids, they definitely give it up on the field.
Now, Coach, you guys win the CIF against Mission Bay.
Yeah.
Then you go later on that night. You get ready, get dressed, and go to the stadium. And your son, and watch him to win the Mountain West. Right, Mountain West.
Yeah, Mountain West.
Tell me how that felt.
It was a great day. bro. So you know, and you know from watching Trey when he was in high school, you know, it was a special moment for us as a family. Plus, it was his 21st birthday. So, you know, I had to meet him. Yeah, I had to meet him after and take him out for a couple drinks. And take but it was special.
Cranberry juice.
In our household, but you know, my little victories are small. Nobody's taking notice, but Trey's get all the hype. So it was nice. It was nice for us, and special moment for him. He's, you know, doing this thing over there, and actually Toa has a lot of those same kind of characteristics. You know, great head for the game. You know, really fearless about hitting and the things that he does. Similar athletes. Toa's bigger, but yeah, it was a great day. I mean, won the championship for me, doing that for Bonita and these kids, and being able to be a part of it with them. You know, you almost feel like, man, I should hang it up. That's it, right? I can't
drop the microphone.
Yeah, I'm dropping the mic on them on my mouth. And then to be able to make it over there in time, because for a couple of weeks it looked like they were not going to be at home, and I wasn't going to be able to see the game. But to be able to get over there and see that, it was a special day. We'll never forget that one. December 5th, 2015. That's ring day in the Lomax house from now on.
Awesome. Well, guys, I thank you for coming down, man.
Yeah,
you guys are doing a great job. Good luck this week. And it's Coach Phil Lomax, the defensive coordinator for Bonita Vista. And my man Mike, the bodyguard Trollinger. The D-line coach.
I'm trying to get like him.
Small baby.
I'm going anywhere without him. I'm going anywhere without him.
Man.
You gotta start going places with Iggy, man. You don't get like that, man. What?
You know, it's not safe down in South Bay now. But around East Lake area, I can't go over there anymore. So I got to take Mike with me, you know.
All right, well, thanks for coming, guys.
All right, guys. Thanks, appreciate it.
All right.